And when your budget is doing well, you see, when the citizens know what is happening, they defend you. You see, sometimes the government didn't know, or politicians didn't know that your track work. Forget about cycle funds there. If I have a road in my village, will I say the road doesn't exist? So you need to bring in the citizens together. Yourself, you have to create a platform where citizens can engage. We have to make information available. For instance, the Ministry of Finance and Budget also have a website that we also engage. We don't just sit down, we are CSO. We go to government website, we seek for government documents, and we use it to engage them. And you see, when we do that, it is very, very important for us to be able to do that. So citizens will engage if they know what the government is doing. Yeah. So, and that is what we are doing with the Ministry of Finance, to say make these documents available, and then at the end of the day, we can be able to engage with them. And the citizen will be happy to say, oh, that road, this is what it costs. This is the processes. But our fear is always the bogus recurrence. Yeah. Because at the end of the year, when you now say, okay, 30%, maybe 50 billion has been allocated to Ministry of Education, how do we break it down to say what goes to this, what goes to that? Infrastructure is key. Or the Ministry of Education is very big. Our interest is the fact that if that mechanic out there that is repairing the governor's car may not have gone beyond secondary school. So we need this we need improvement in basic education. Some of the infrastructure, if you go to some communities, some of the infrastructure in those communities are not good enough. Forget about what is happening in Lokoja sometimes. Even in science school, you still go there. And I think that's where government need to listen to us. I'm talking of citizens. We'll tell them the bitter truth. If you say Adankolo is good, what happened in Abejikolo? What happened in Egbe? What happened in Okene? These are the things that we need to see, that basic education is a priority. Looking at the priority area now, education is very, very important. Now there are some things that me and Hamza have been crying for. I will continue to cry. Issue of transportation. How are we putting money? How are we engaging transport sector? What about housing? If you go to places like Sengodaji now, some people are renting 2-bedroom flats, 700,000, 500,000. How can citizens? But if the government have a good policy on housing, we have Ministry of Housing looking at priority area. The housing sector this 2026 must take off. If we have 2 cement factories in Kogi State, and yet how are we utilizing this cement factory to boost our infrastructural development? What about the quality of road that is there? So housing is also a very important thing. If you build 2-bedroom flat and you are able to build 1,000, it means that 1,000 families will be secure, even the workers themselves. So these are very key areas that we need to let them, and that is where the government must look at it, those priority areas. Transportation, we have 3 levels of transport, and we are suffering in Kogi State. We have air. Many of us that have opportunity to travel, even when I travel to Abuja to go to Enugu by air, you can imagine the risk. Now we have opportunity sometimes to go to Lagos. We have to go to Abuja to go by air. To go to Kano, we have to go out to Abuja to go by air. The second leg is the water transportation. How have we utilized water transportation in Kogi State? We have 12 local government, 9 local government that were ravaged by flood in 2012. How have we learned from it? How many canoes do we have in this particular sector? Then land transportation. The Edo government, when it was 100 days in office, I was going to Abuja that day, I saw the new Edo, they put the new Edo line, injected 100 buses. In Kogi State for the past year, we have not bought one single Kekenapel. And then look at how our citizens are suffering. In the last 9 years, we have not built 1-bedroom flat and commission in Kogi State. So we need to sit down. That is where, when the citizens sit down with government, they are able to tell government the right thing. Which project is going on in Lokoja? Kogi State collects less than 20 billion naira today from federal allocation. What are we doing with those money? We need to engage it. In Lokoja, Lokoja is the state headquarters. And since January to date, what are the projects have been done? Inaugurated or commissioned about 9 months down the line. That is the very important one.